Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Money 2020 USA video series. My name is Tyler Pay, I'm a reporter for FinTech Futures. I'm here in very sunny Las Vegas, Nevada, here on the conference floor, and I'm very happy to be joined today by Stefany Bello,
Thank you for
the
having
head
us.
of digital partnerships at Mastercard, and Alberto Guerra, CEO of UniTeller. Hello, guys. How are you?
We're doing
Good.
great. Phenomenal. Thank you
Fantastic.
for having us.
How are you finding the conference so far?
Exciting,
Yeah.
busy, lots of meetings, but very productive.
Fantastic. And what about you, Alberto?
Yeah, same. Exciting, busy.
Yeah.
Good to see good partners, friends from the industry, and a perfect setting for doing business. So happy to be here. And thank you for having us.
It's great to have you here. We're going to be talking a little bit about the ULink card program that you guys have been working together on. But before we get to that conversation, I just want to understand a little bit more about the partnership between Mastercard and UniTeller. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that partnership works and then how that went on to deliver the ULink card program? Maybe, Alberto, should we start with you?
Sure. So at UniTeller, we specialize in cross-border payments and remittances. And of course, we have a large customer base in the US that most of them lack of good access to financial instruments. So within our mission is to enable these customers to have access to products that allow them to send remittances back home in a secure and efficient way. So in pursuing that mission, Mastercard, of course, not only is a great platform with all the expertise, the network, and the infrastructure, but also most important, they understood our mission of who we are as a company, what are our values, and in providing not just a product, but a solution for our customers. So since the first time that we talked to Stefany and her team, we found that complementarity for us to build on this partnership that is allowing us to take to the market a product that will benefit our customers, not only for financial inclusion, but also on sending money back home in a very efficient way.
Yeah, we will get on to that financial inclusion element of it. I mean, it's quite central to the card program. But Stefany, maybe you can add to that. Tell me a little bit more about your partnership with UniTeller. When did it all start, and what sort of the dynamics of the partnership?
I couldn't agree more with Alberto. I feel like the first time both organizations and our teams met, there was a lot of synergy in terms of values, in terms of doing well by doing good, in terms of leveraging each other capabilities, services, products. And I think at the end of the day, the common goal for both of us was financial inclusion, financial growth. How do we bring those that are unbanked and underserved into the form of financial ecosystem? But I personally have been on the remittances side as a person, as an individual, whether it's sending or receiving. Alberto has been on the same shoes. So we knew what were the common needs of our customers. So it was, a perfect match in heaven, right? How do we bring those products to life, and what do we need to do in order to get there? Again, leveraging each other's capabilities in terms of safety, security, scalability, digitization, which were very important aspects for that segment.
Fantastic. Well, can you tell me a little bit more about the actual ULink card program? Like, what kind of services does that provide, and how do those services tie into the vision of Mastercard and the vision of UniTeller? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Alberto, should we go to you?
Yeah, the ULink card is a prepaid debit card powered by Mastercard that allows customers to open a bank account without having to go to the bank, in a way where they can have easy access to a low-cost financial instrument where they can download the app, sign up, register, and not only having that product where they can start making purchases, having their payroll depositing cash through the Mastercard network, but also making purchases not only at home but also around the world in a very efficient and secure way. And then, of course, having access of all the benefits that Mastercards provide, that I will let Stefany expand into that. But also on the remittance side, that product is connected to the UniTeller Ulink platform, which is an online digital remittance platform where customers can send money very efficiently back home, with great exchange rates and very low fees. And if they use their Ulink cards, they don't have to pay any fees on sending transactions back home. So through this partnership, we're collaborating and empowering our customers to have access again to a very an incredible product that allows them to achieve all this and still be able to send money back home in a very, very efficient way.
That's really, really reassuring to see that we have partnerships like this active in the industry that are willing to, confront these hurdles head on. Mastercard obviously is a company that's deep rooted in financial inclusion. Can you tell me a
100%.
little bit more about how
I would
that
say
aligns?
financial inclusion is part of our DNA. It's part of who MasterCard is. Again, how do we provide inclusive growth to all of those consumers out there? And when Alberto was speaking, the first word that came to mind is, at the end of the day, those consumers are sending love home. Because when you look even at the statistics, over $160 billion are sent from the US to Latin America. Most of that money is sent in cash, whether it's a cost to cash, whether it's time, whether it get lost, whether something happens to it. Well, those people that are receiving that money, they depend on that, right? To pay for school, to pay for education. 75% of the money that is received is for the everyday life of those individuals. So when you bring two companies like UniTeller and Mastercard and you tell them that you're going to make it safer, faster, digital, and they can get it on time, like you're changing something that may seem basic for people like you and I, but those individuals didn't have that before. And then on top of that, they can get additional benefits or discounts or offers they didn't have access. Or now they can shop online where they weren't able to do that before, or use it at a point of sale. And you eliminate that risk that they had before, that safety that they didn't have before, because they were dealing with cash at the point of sale. So again, it's again through this type of partnerships that we can bring, whether it's innovation, whether it's that safety and security, and provide those means to those individuals.
I like your comments on like bringing those people into the digital economy and the benefits that will bring to not only their lives but the lives of people around them and their families. In terms of I'll start with you, Alberto, just in terms of UniTeller's sort of cause towards remittances and financial inclusion. How does the Ulink card program sort of tie into a broader strategy?
Yeah, and as Stefany was saying, for someone that has sent remittances back home, usually what they used to do is just get paid in cash, have to carry cash on their pockets, and all the risks involved into that, and then go to a location to send the money, pay fees for that store, for that agent to take the cash and be able to send money back home. The beauty of this product is that consumers can now direct their payroll deposits into the card, or they can use cash reloading networks for them to put money into the bank, same as if they had been going to a bank to deposit their money. But once they have the money in their card, in their account, that allows them, is not the power of financial inclusion. It provides them access to multiple benefits in terms of savings, in terms of the capability of saving, or having a product where they can manage their expenses, where they can receive benefits if they purchase at specific locations. As I said, if they send money through the UniTeller apps, through the Ulink app, they can have no fee if they use their card. So all of these benefits, and they can also have access to a better exchange rate. So all of these benefits of financial inclusion and financial literacy help these people to grow in financial literacy and on their economic capabilities to provide and make better, that they're more efficient in the way they use their money. So we do see a lot of benefits, and we could not be more proud than partnering with Mastercard. And again, because we didn't have to convince them of our vision. They have that vision very clear in their product, in their capabilities. So when we first talk about, hey, we want to empower our customers with this solution, it was like the perfect match. So I want to thank Stefany and Mastercard for this great partnership. The teams, the way they collaborate, the way the Mastercard understood UniTeller's needs in deploying the ULink card has been amazing, and just more than thankful for the opportunity on building this together and making sure that we're going to grow together in making this a very successful product.
And that was a key word that you mentioned. It's not like he came up with a product or we came up with a product. These are the needs of the consumers that we're seeing in both sides. And how can we co-develop together a product that makes sense for them and it is for them? So again, it's been, as Alberto mentioned, like a true great partnership between our teams.
Is that then the value of, you know, two great brands like UniTeller and Mastercard coming together? Is that the value that a partnership like that can bring to a program like ULink?
Well, number one is, to your point, the partnership, right? How can we grow together? How can we think differently? How can we look at spaces or gaps that no one has ever looked before? How can we do it at scale, leveraging our network, leveraging their capabilities? How can we look at the consumers and make sure that, again, we're bringing those offers and benefits that are aligned, once, as I mentioned, with their needs? So there's definitely a lot of value in this partnership in doing well by doing good.
Fantastic. And what's the value in the partnership for you, Alberto?
You know, having access to the Mastercard platform, you know, I think another benefit is that with Mastercard, we can really pinpoint on the benefits that really tailor to our customer base. Like, you know, depending on very specifics, we have the capability of identifying promotions, benefits, incentives for them to use their card and really make the ULink card like the main product on their wallet. So that's the challenge, but with Mastercard and the benefits and the solutions on building those very tailored and specific promotions targeting our customer base, I think we're going to have a great product that will benefit our customers in finding these solutions. And
fantastic. Well, what a great conversation this has been. It's been a very wholesome conversation. I really love it. Alberto Guerra, the CEO of UniTeller, and of course, Stefany Bello, the head of digital partnerships at Mastercard. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Pleasure.
For taking the time
thank you
to
for
speak
having
with me
us
today.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody who's followed along online. If you'd like to find out more about the ULink card program, then you can head over to UniTeller's website or Mastercard's website respectively. And if you'd like to find out more about what's going on this week at Money 2020 USA, lots of good things, you can catch up with all the latest coverage at FinTech Futures. Otherwise, my name's been Tyler Page. It's been a fascinating conversation, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody online. Goodbye.